Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time brings me back to like my old story times on this channel. I get comments all the time like, yo, tell a story time like your old ones. And this one reminds me of the old ones. I think you guys will enjoy this. If you do, and you want more videos like this one, please leave a like on the video. It would be dope if we could break like 10k likes. And let's just jump right into today's story time. So this story time takes place when I was 16. Now, 16-year-old Luna was kind of getting into trouble a little bit too frequently, okay? Now, 16 was the age where I kind of started to veer off into like being responsible. You know, I started doing YouTube like pretty much full time at this point. But at the same time, I was still getting into trouble a little bit. And today's story time is about one of those times. So it all starts off as a normal day. I wake up. I remember being really excited because on this day, I had plans to hang out with two friends of mine who I was hanging out with pretty frequently at the time. And they were good friends of mine. I still am friends with one of them to this day. But the thing about these two friends is they always got me into some sort of trouble. Whenever I hung out with them, it would be a lot of fun, but somehow, some way, it would always end in one of us or all of us getting into trouble. And this is probably one of the worst times that ever happened. So me and these two friends link up later this day. I'm at my friend's house. We're in his basement. I'm playing Skate 3, kind of like I always do in these story times. Words cannot explain how excited I am for Skate 4, but you know, that's besides the point. So I'm playing Skate 3 in my friend's basement. We're just talking, and my friend's like, yo, are you guys down to come with me later? I'm going to pick up some acid. And I was like, shit, yeah, I'll go with you. Now, I didn't plan on doing it, but I was like, you know, I'll go with him. Why not? Like, I'll come along for the ride. I don't know why I chose to. I probably shouldn't have, but I did. So fast forward to later that night, it was time to go to this dude's house and buy acid from him. So me and my two friends get in my friend's car. We drive over to this dude's house, and we get there, and immediately it just gave off a super sketchy vibe. Like, this dude's house, like, just driving by, I could tell this dude sold acid. We park in his driveway, we go inside his house, we sit down in his living room, and this dude's like probably 19 years old, and he sells my friend this LSD, and my friend's like, yo, hold on to this for me. And he hands me the little baggie of the LSD, and I was like, okay. So I put it in my pocket because I guess my friend didn't have pockets or something, so that's why I was holding on to it. And I put it in my pocket, and my friend talks to his dealer friend for a little bit, and then after that, we leave the dealer's house, we get back into my friend's car, we turn on the car, and we start driving back to my friend's house. And the whole drive home, my friend was just so stoked. He was like, yo, I'm so excited to do this shit. Like, I'm a trip balls. I've never done this shit before. And then he starts begging me to do it. He's like, yo, Austin, will you do it with me? And I was like, nah, man, like, I can't handle that right now. I got too much on my mind. I'm good. He's like, come on, man, just do it with me. And then my other friend starts begging me. He's like, come on, just do it with us. And I was like, nah. He's like, all right, I won't peer pressure you, but still, like, think about it. I'm like, all right, dude. So fast forward a couple hours later, we're at my friend's house, sitting in his basement, doing the same thing that we always do, just playing skate. And it's time for my friend to drop the acid. And he's like, yo, I don't want to do it here. This dingy-ass basement creeps me out. Can we go to the park down the street? Now, I didn't care about anything. I was like, yeah, I'm game. Like, let's do it. And my other friend's like, yeah, let's do it. So me and my two friends head out of my friend's house. We walk like half a mile down the street. We get to this playground, this like creepy, eerie, just playgrounds aren't nice to look at in the nighttime, okay? Like something about them in the middle of the night just creeps me out. So we get to this playground and we sit down at one of the picnic tables just at this park. And my friend's like, yo, do you got it? And I was like, yeah, I got it. It's still in my pocket. He's like, all right, we'll pull it out. And I'm like, all right, don't worry. So I pull it out. I hand it to my friend. And he starts unwrapping it, getting it ready. And just as he's about to take it, we see an SUV pull into the parking lot of the playground, and its lights are flashing right on us at the picnic table. And I look closer, and I realize on the side of the car, they have a spotlight, like attached to the side of the car, and I can see a siren on top of the car. And I immediately knew it was a police car, and I'm just like, oh, fuck. I'm like, yo, cops are here. And my friend goes, shit. And he quickly zips up the bag and he throws it at me and he goes, put it in your pocket. I'm like, yo, this is your shit. You take it. And I throw it back. And he goes, bro, I don't got pockets. And he throws it to my friend. And then my friend throws it back to me. So after playing hot potato with acid for a second, I just quickly put it in my pocket. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, I really hope he didn't see that. Like, please tell me he didn't see that. And the police officer gets out of his car and he slowly approaches with his flashlight and he shines it on us. And he goes, what are you gentlemen doing out here so late at night? And me and all my friends are like, just hanging out, you know, just chilling. And he's like, yeah, this late at a playground? Like, aren't you guys a little bit old to be hanging out at a playground? And we just kind of laugh. And he goes, seriously, what are you guys doing here? And we just all go silent. And he goes, I saw you guys fiddling around with something when I pulled in. It looked like you were trying to hide something. And my friend, the one who bought the acid, was like, no, we weren't trying to hide anything, officer. We weren't. And he's just the shittiest liar I know. Like, it's so obvious when he's lying. Like, his tone of voice completely changes. He looks nervous. And of course, that's exactly what he was doing. And the cop goes, I don't really know if I believe you, man. And my friend just immediately caves. He goes, fine, I was here to do acid. And the cop goes, okay, like, thanks for telling the truth. Where's it at? And my friend points at me and goes, he's holding it for me. And the cop immediately shines his light in my face and goes, do you have it on you? And I was like, yeah, I do. He goes, okay, just take it out and hand it to me. I'm like, okay. So I take out the bag, I hand it to him. He examines it for a second with his flashlight, and then he looks up at me again and he goes, you got anything else on you? And I was like, no, I don't. And he goes, all right, will you just empty your pockets and show me what you got on you? I was like, yeah. So I pull out what's in my left pocket. It was just my phone. I show it to him. I pull out what's in my right pocket, which was just some spare change and like some singles. And he was like, all right, cool. You guys? And my friends just had their phones on them, nothing else. So we were all good. And he goes, all right, we're all good, guys. Like, look, I'm not trying to take y'all in or anything. I know you guys are just kids. So just please go home. Stop hanging out in this park late at night. Just go back home. And we're like, okay, we will. And we get up and we start walking away. And he goes, wait, how far away is your guys' house from here? And we're like, it's like half a mile. We're just going to walk. He's like, okay, have a good one. And he goes back to his car. He gets in and he drives off. And me and all my friends walk all the way back to my friend's house. We sit down. We're just chilling there. And my friend goes, damn, I'm really mad my first experience was ruined like that. And I was like, bro, you're lucky he was cool. If we got a mean cop, we could have rode home in the back of a car. He's like, yeah, but still, I'm pissed. I'm like, yeah, I get it, man, but like, be glad you're not arrested right now. He's like, yeah, but still, I think I'm going to buy more. Should I buy more tonight? And I was like, yo, I really don't think you should. Just wait for another day. Like, come on, our luck is not good tonight. He's like, yeah, you're right. Don't want to invite any more bad energy into the night. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's one way to put it, I guess. And yeah, the whole rest of that night, we just sat in my friend's basement, just playing Skate 3, kind of just took the L for the night. I didn't really care. I'm just glad I didn't get arrested because I was the one holding that shit for him. And I learned a valuable lesson. I'm not going to be holding shit for anybody ever again. I told him to buy cargo pants after this day because I'm never hearing the excuse, I don't got pockets ever again in my entire fucking life. Like, what a stupid excuse. He was wearing a hoodie. He had a big pocket right on the front of his hoodie. Could have put it in there. But nah, he made me hold it and put me at risk. It was literally like playing hot potato around a picnic table. It was just insane. But yeah, moral of the story is, just don't do what any of us did in this story time. All around, not a good idea. But yeah, guys, I thought the story time was really crazy, and I thought you guys would enjoy it. In the end, everyone was all good. We just went back to my friend's house and had a pretty normal night. But yeah, it could have went a lot worse, but luckily it didn't. But yeah, I thought this was a pretty crazy story time. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. I'll see you all later. Peace. Waste my